Imagine a world shimmering with gold, a vibrant tapestry woven from countless threads. This was the Byzantine Empire in the 6th century AD, ruled by the ambitious Emperor Justinian I. Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault, where we unravel the secrets of ancient mysteries from the bustling heart of Constantinople. Its tendrils stretched across the Mediterranean, encompassing vast territories and diverse peoples. This was a time of immense prosperity, fueled by a network of trade routes that crisscrossed the empire. Ships laden with spices, silks, and precious metals sailed the seas, connecting the Byzantine world to distant lands. At the heart of this empire lay Constantinople, a city of unparalleled grandeur. Its towering walls and magnificent buildings stood as testaments to Byzantine power and ingenuity. The city's strategic location straddling Europe and Asia made it a melting pot of cultures and a hub of international commerce. Merchants from the east and west converged on its bustling marketplaces, bringing with them not only exotic goods but also ideas and knowledge. Justinian himself was a ruler of great ambition, determined to restore the Roman Empire to its former glory. He poured resources into ambitious building projects like the magnificent Hagia Sophia, a testament to both Byzantine architectural genius and the empire's wealth. He also sought to codify Roman law, creating a legal system that would influence Western civilization for centuries to come. Yet even as Justinian's reign reached its zenith, a shadow was gathering in the east. A silent invader, carried on the very winds of trade that brought such prosperity to the empire, was about to unleash a catastrophe that would shake the Byzantine world to its core. This was the Bubonic Plague, a disease so devastating that it would forever be known as the Plague of Justinian. In the spring of 541 AD, the bustling port of Constantinople, usually teeming with life, became a scene of unimaginable horror. From the depths of the empire's vast trading network, a silent killer had emerged. The plague, carried by infected rats and their fleas, found fertile ground in the crowded city. It began subtly, an invisible menace lurking in the shadows. As unsuspecting citizens went about their daily lives, the plague spread with terrifying speed. It struck without prejudice, afflicting rich and poor alike. The first signs were a high fever, chills, and a sense of overwhelming fatigue. Then came the buboes, painful swellings in the groin, armpits and neck, grotesquely swollen and filled with pus. The disease was merciless, often killing its victims within days of the first symptoms appearing. Panic gripped the city as the true nature of the threat became horrifyingly clear. Streets, once alive with commerce and laughter, fell silent, save for the cries of the sick and dying. The stench of death permeated the air, a constant reminder of the invisible enemy stalking the city. Hospitals overflowed and mass graves were dug to accommodate the ever-growing number of victims. Amidst the chaos, Emperor Justinian himself fell victim to the plague. His survival, though a testament to his resilience, did little to stem the tide of death sweeping through his capital. The Byzantine Empire, once a beacon of civilization and power, was now grappling with a foe far more insidious than any army it had ever faced. The Plague of Justinian, a cataclysmic event in human history, was a pandemic of bubonic plague, a disease caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis. While its arrival in Constantinople marked the start of its devastating sweep across the Byzantine Empire, its true origins lay further east, shrouded in the mists of time. Scholars believe that the plague likely originated in Central Asia, perhaps in the steppes of Mongolia or northern China. From these regions it would have traveled westward along the Silk Road, a vast network of trade routes that connected the east to the west. The Silk Road, a conduit for goods and cultural exchange, also inadvertently became a highway for disease. As caravans traversed this ancient route, carrying silks, spices, and other treasures, they also unknowingly transported infected rodents and their fleas. These tiny creatures, harboring the deadly bacterium, hitched rides on camels, in grain sacks, and amongst the very goods that fueled the empire's prosperity. It was a journey of thousands of miles, a slow and silent invasion, culminating in the plague's arrival in the bustling port of Constantinople. The city's role as a major trading hub, while central to its economic vitality, also made it exceptionally vulnerable to such an invisible enemy. Ships arriving from all corners of the Byzantine world, laden with goods and teeming with rats, provided the perfect conduit for the plague to gain a foothold. Once ashore, it found ample breeding grounds in the city's crowded quarters, granaries, and inadequate sanitation systems. From its initial epicenter in Constantinople, the plague of Justinian spread with relentless fury, its deadly reach extending far beyond the Byzantine capital. Like wildfire consuming a dry forest, it raced along the empire's intricate network of trade routes, both land and sea. Carried by infected fleas on rats aboard merchant vessels, the plague spread rapidly to port cities across the Mediterranean. Coastal cities in Greece, Italy, and North Africa soon found themselves battling the same invisible enemy that had brought Constantinople to its knees. From these coastal hubs, the plague penetrated inland, following the routes of commerce and travel. Overland, the plague spread along the very roads that connected the empire, carried by travelers, merchants, and their animals. It reached major cities like Antioch, Alexandria, and Jerusalem, sowing chaos and death in its wake. Nothing seemed capable of halting its advance. Mountains and deserts, formidable barriers to armies, proved no obstacle to this silent killer. Within a few short years, the plague had engulfed the entire Byzantine Empire, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. It reached as far west as Spain and Gaul, and as far east as Persia, demonstrating the interconnectedness of the ancient world and the terrifying reach of infectious diseases. The plague's relentless march across the Byzantine Empire and beyond was a stark reminder of the power of nature and the vulnerability of even the most advanced civilizations to the invisible threats lurking in our world. In an alternate reality where the plague did not devastate the empire, the course of history would have been significantly altered. Trade routes would have remained robust, leading to an accelerated exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. The empire's economy would have flourished, potentially leading to advancements in technology and science much earlier than in our timeline. Imagine a Byzantine empire where population growth was steady, avoiding the labor shortages that plagued the post-pandemic world. Cities would have thrived, becoming bustling centers of innovation and cultural exchange. The stability and prosperity might have set the stage for a technological renaissance centuries ahead of its time. Without the shadow of the plague, the empire could have sustained stronger military campaigns, possibly expanding its borders and influence even further. The ripple effects might have led to a vastly different geopolitical landscape, with the Byzantine Empire playing a pivotal role in shaping the future of Europe and the Middle East. This alternate outcome would have set the stage for a more interconnected and prosperous global society, where the exchange of knowledge and culture flowed freely. Perhaps in this reality, the world would have been better equipped to face future challenges, having learned the importance of unity and resilience in the face of adversity. But history, as we know it, is shaped by the trials and tribulations of our past. The plague of Justinian remains a stark reminder of the fragility of human civilization and the unpredictable nature of our journey through time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries and thrilling adventures into the past.